Hey curl friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Jazz and I'm here with I'm excited about this video. I'm not gonna lie because my hair came out bomb. Did not take long. And because this video is already so long, I'm not even going to waste your time with this intro and we're just gonna get right into this RevAir dryer. So this is the newer version of the RevAir hair dryer. I know it's been out for a while, and the one that I have has all the extra accessories that I'll be showing you next, but this is the pretty packaging that it came in. Hello beautiful. It has a scan thing there, so I guess if you aren't familiar with it, you can watch videos on how to use it and all of that. So all of the accessories that came with mine are hair clips, comb, and there's actually like a little shelf that you can attach to the base to hook your dryer on in between each piece, which I thought was nice. Also comes with a bag, a water bottle, and some other coverings for the two pieces when you put it in the bag. As always, I'm starting off with freshly washed and deep conditioned hair. I'm using the Thermal Protection Primer by Uncle Funky's Daughter. I always recommend using a heat protectant when you are flat ironing or blow drying your hair. So that's the only thing I'm using on my hair before blow drying it. So I've watched a few videos and I noticed that most people's hair is really wet when they do this. So I decided to spray my hair a little bit more with water with this cute RevAir bottle that came with it, just to make sure my hair was in the proper state because I didn't want any tangling and I also didn't know what to expect. So this is the unit that I'm using. So let's get into it. I'm gonna slow this down just because I'm gonna say it's a little heavier than expected. I'm a little nervous. I wet my hair a little bit more because I did not want it to get tangled. So I'm gonna go by the instructions and we're gonna turn this on. So I'm putting this on 2. You gonna see that? Put it on 2. We're gonna start at 2. And let's start with low heat. So let's see. Okay. So far, so good. I'd say each section takes about 60. I'm just not gonna talk because I already know this is probably changing. So like I was saying, it takes about 60 to 90 seconds for each section. I did raise it up to 4 and then I went up to 7. So I also changed the heat up to high instead of low. So I'm on the highest setting for both the temperature and the tension. So I did want to just work up to 7 just because they say you should do that don't start at 7 pretty much. So I tested it out first just to see how that went. So this first one I think was probably a little longer than 90 seconds just because I was trying to get a feel for how it worked. Stop playing. I look like I just got my hair flat ironed. There's not a blow dry in all my life that has left my hair looking like this. Okay. I knew I wasn't gonna be ready, but it's over with. And blowout season is approaching. It's over with. Okay. I'm sold. I'm gonna do the next piece. And I started on level 2 with low heat. But I know I was like, let me just take it. I just wanted to see the tension level. So the numbers on the machine are for tension and then you can control low or high heat. So I started off with 2, but I knew I was like, okay, we can do a little bit more. So I went up to 4, then I went to 6, and I went to 7. So, oh my my gosh. And it's like, it's dry. It's like, it's not even a question. All right, I'm gonna do the next one. I'm gonna actually do it for 90 seconds. So I feel like I could have done smaller sections as far as the roots are concerned, but since I'm not straightening my hair or doing like a straight style, it really didn't matter. But this really, like, it literally took 90 seconds. It did not take that long. I was really like blown away because like, there's no way your hair can be dry that fast, but it worked. Okay. So that's, I mean, y'all remember when I got my hair straightened last, and it wasn't quite straight. That's what this looks like. It's over with. I don't know what I've been doing. I've been playing myself this whole time. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of my hair, and I'll do the last piece on camera. Wow. So this time I'm actually going to use a timer. I put it on 1 hour and 15 minutes instead of 1 minute and 15 seconds, but then I realized it and I changed it. So you'll see the minute left on the timer here. So, because I wanted to make sure, I'm like, I know I'm saying it takes 90 seconds, but I'm like, let me just put the timer to the test. And don't mind my camera, it really wanted to focus on that RevAir bottle for whatever reason. But when I tell you, I'm like really tripping as long as it takes me to blow dry my hair. And there you have it. Okay. Y'all are about to be sick of seeing some styles on dry hair from me. Okay. For some reason, my camera wanted to focus on that RevAir bottle. But do y'all see this? Okay, so for one, I never really get any length with a blow dry. I get more volume. I mean, you know what I mean. Yeah, it's bigger. This is like some straight hair that didn't really get straight, is what it looks like. So this RevAir is getting 5 stars from me. It's a wrap. Like, how do you go back from this? So for the sake of the length of this video, I cut out the styling part of it just because it was just some flat twists that I did. I did 6 flat twists, and I will list all the products that I use for that in the description box. But because this video, I think it was already at 11 minutes, and I was like, you know what? Let's not bore them with a style you've already done before. I actually haven't done it on dry hair since 2019 for New Year's Eve, actually. So I was like, let's just do that. So it came out better than expected. Like I said, I'll put all the description of the products I used. But I'm just really excited about how my hair turned out with this dryer, just because it eliminates having to do so much friction with blow drying and combing and blow drying and combing at the same time. So if you are transitioning, if you're trying to grow out some damage, if you have colored curls like I do, you really don't want to have all that unnecessary heat, which is why I don't do blowout styles so often. But now that I've come across this dryer, it's over with. So let me know what styles you want to see next with dry hair, since I did not get to show you guys this. What other styles you want to see on blown out hair? I can do an in-depth tutorial on that, because honestly, a lot of people like more stretch styles. They don't like styling on wet hair because they say it's going to be too tight. So a lot of people prefer blown out styles. So I can do a lot more tutorials on that if you'd like me to. So let me know. And if you haven't got your hands on one of these dryers, I will put the link in the description box where you can save money on it as well. So check that out. But yeah, I'm giving it 10 out of 10 just because it did not take long. And like I said, I did 6 sections, but I probably could have did 8 sections, so that if you're flat ironing your hair, you probably want to do smaller sections so that your roots are straighter. But because I was doing a twist out, it didn't really bother me that much. But my roots aren't extremely puffy by any means. So if y'all remember me using the flexi rods on my straight hair, how that turned out, this is like same thing. That did not involve using flat irons. So I'm pumped. So I'm not gonna make this video too much longer. Thank you for watching. Comment down below if you have used this before, if you've used the new version, because this is the newer one that's supposed to be smaller than the other one. So I don't know how big or small that one was because I've only had this one. So shout out to RevAir for coming out with this amazing device that I've been sleeping on. So yeah, everything is going to be in the description box, but as always, ask me any questions you may have. I'm here to help. So until next time.